Aloha, my friends. Aloha kakahiaka. Have you ever found yourself saying these words? This time will be different. Maybe it was about your health, maybe your finances, maybe a relationship, maybe even your walk with the Lord. You make a decision, you have every intention to follow through for a little while. For a little while, you do. Then one day, you wake up and realize you're right back where you started. If that's ever happened to you, I'd like to suggest something. Maybe, just maybe the problem isn't that you don't care. Maybe it isn't that you're lazy. Maybe it isn't even that you lack discipline. Maybe, just maybe, you're fixing the wrong thing. For many years, I've been blessed to live and work as a paniolo here in Hawaii. One lesson the land teaches me over and over and over is this: a fence doesn't usually fail all at once. You might first notice a loose wire, then a leaning section. Maybe an animal gets through. Most people look at the wire because that's what they can see. But an experienced paniolo learns to ask another question. What is this fence attached to? Because if the post underneath has begun rotting, it doesn't matter how tight you pull that wire. Sooner or later, the fence is coming down. That simple lesson became one of the greatest teachers in my life. Because people are not much different at all. We spend so much of our lives repairing the wire in our lives. We buy another planner, we start another diet, we make another budget. We promise ourselves that tomorrow will be different. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with those things. The problem comes when we expect them to fix something that they were not ever designed to fix. If the fence post is rotten, new wire is not the answer. I've seen this happen in ministry. Someone says, I've asked God to forgive me 100 times. Another says, I keep making the same mistake. Someone else says quietly, I don't understand why I can't seem to change. That's someone, a lot of the times, with myself. Because those are honest questions. But I wonder if they're asking the wrong question. Just like I asked the wrong question. Instead of asking, why can't I stay consistent? What if we asked, what keeps bringing me back here? That's a very different question. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's the beginning of freedom. One of the lessons that I've learned over the years is that symptoms are often loud. Causes are usually quiet. Symptoms demand attention today. Causes patiently wait on the ground. That is true in relationships. It's true in finances, it's true in our health, and it's certainly true in our spiritual lives. If all we ever do is respond to what we can see, we may spend our entire lives repairing the same fence. Jesus often taught this way. People wanted him to deal with what was visible. He looked deeper. People saw actions. He talked about the heart. People focused on appearance and appearances. He focused on motives. Again and again, he reminded people that what comes out of a person's life begins with what is happening within. That isn't just good theology. It's good stewardship. So let me leave you with something to think about. The next time you catch yourself starting over, don't begin with guilt. Don't begin with shame. Begin with curiosity. Ask yourself, what happened before I quit? What happened before I became discouraged? What happened before I made that decision? Better yet, what is feeding this? Those questions may just lead you to that fence post that is rotting. And once you find the fence post, you finally have something that you can repair. Around here, I often return to saying that the subjects change, but the principles do not. Whether we're talking about families, health, money, leadership, or faith, the principle remains the same. If you find the cause, if you fix the cause, you can change the future. Mahalo for spending these few minutes with me today. If this lesson encouraged you, I'd invite you to subscribe and share it with someone who just may be tired of starting over. Next time, we're going to continue looking beneath the surface, because lasting change doesn't begin with treating only the wire. I want to say mahalo. And again, I just before we close, again, lasting change doesn't begin with treating the wire. In other words, it doesn't begin with treating the symptom. Like I said, if you only treat the symptoms, all you're doing is putting on a band-aid. So until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Ke au kua pu. Aloha.